The man always waited for his son to come home before dark. Even if he was just 1 minute late, he would give his son a thorough tongue lashing. Once the two of them hurried back home, they would immediately lock all the doors and windows tightly, even repeatedly checking to ensure nothing was overlooked. Only when there wasn't a single crack left in the house would the family feel at ease to sit at the dinner table. The reason they did this was because after dark, the outside world no longer belonged to humans. However, just as they had barely caught their breath, suddenly there was a banging sound from outside the door, as if some unknown creature was trying to break in. Hearing the noise, they quickly rushed downstairs and used all their strength to desperately hold the steel door shut. Fortunately, after a short while, the sound outside the door stopped. They thought they had successfully resolved this crisis. But unexpectedly, while they were sound asleep, the monster actually pried open a wooden board with its fingers and then stuck its withered arm inside. Just as the monster opened the steel door and walked in, at the critical moment, the boy woke up in time and flipped a switch. It turned out they had long anticipated the monster would break in, so they had set out bait to lure the wolf into the house. Seeing that the wooden door already had deep scratch marks, realizing they no longer had the ability to resist the monster, Keith took his two sons outside and started looking for a kind of sturdy wood. Soon, the three of them drove off in a small car to search, with Keith saying he would stay behind to repair the house while letting his two sons go out to look for supplies. But when the two sons arrived in the forest, the older son had his younger brother split up and search separately. Although this approach was quite dangerous, it also greatly increased the probability of finding supplies. As long as they regrouped before dark, there basically wouldn't be any issues. So Da Zhuang went alone to a village. But what no one could have imagined was that Da Zhuang had actually come to meet up with Xiaomei for a date. The two embraced intimately, completely ignoring the safety of his younger brother on the other side. Only when the sky was gradually darkening did Da Zhuang reluctantly leave. However, on the way back, he was in too much of a rush and accidentally slipped, falling directly into a deep pit. At the same time, on the other side, his younger brother was also urgently searching. Seeing that night was about to fall, Da Zhuang still hadn't arrived at the rendezvous point. His younger brother assumed he had gone home early, so he drove straight back home. But when he met up with Keith, only then did he realize that Da Zhuang had gone missing.